What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. We got another crazy fishing cheater scandal video for you guys. In this one, not only did they cheat everybody who was fishing this tournament, but they also cheated a children's hospital. Pretty much as low as you can freaking go. This one's pretty freaking pathetic and pretty unreal. You're gonna want to stay tuned. So this was actually an ice fishing tournament. Now the people who cheated at this tournament weren't any of the competitors, but actually the people who put the freaking tournament on. Do me a favor, guys, before we go any further, hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on. I make fresh new content every single week. But alright, guys, let's get into this. So like I was saying, the people who cheated in this one were actually the ones who put on the freaking event. They cheated everybody out of their money, and they said that they're going to be donating a large portion of the proceeds to the Children's Hospital Foundation of Manitoba. So yeah, guys, this happened up in Canada at an ice fishing derby, or an ice fishing tournament. This happened back in 2021, but the two people that were in question of committing this crime were just recently arrested, actually, just a couple months ago. I can't find anything in any of the Canadian news articles actually naming the people. I'm sure if I dig a little further, I could probably find it, but I'm not really finding much. I looked at pretty much every article that covered this, and their names aren't listed, but I'm going to try and do a follow-up video. I'm actually going to do a follow-up video on a few of my videos and just kind of talk about some more information that I've found. But the two individuals, it's a man and a woman, they're being charged with theft and fraud after they basically stole more than $13,000 in proceeds that they were supposed to give to that charity. That charity is a Children's Hospital Foundation of Manitoba, and they just kept it for them freaking selves. They just kept it for themselves. I don't understand. Like, actually, I see a lot of people doing this. I see a lot of people doing this kind of stuff. I see a lot of people doing this on social media, even like TikTok and stuff, trying to get donations, saying they're donating it to charity, and then they just keep it. People are freaking disgusting. How you gonna do it to a freaking Children's Hospital Foundation, though? Come on. So the Winnipeg Police Services Financial Crime Unit started investigating the Full Tilt Winter Walleye Tournament in December 2021, and they eventually arrested a 39-year-old woman and a 40-year-old man, both from St. Anne, who were charged between October 20th and November 2nd of 2022. So it's weird how they say charged between. They must have charged one on the 20th and one like on the 2nd or something. Who the freak knows? I'm assuming they were probably a couple, and they got this scheme together. Thought that they were going to get away with it. But yeah, back in November, that's not that long ago. It's just now February. So in addition to theft and fraud, they are also being charged with laundering the proceeds of a crime and criminal breach of trust. Apparently, this investigation took almost a year because of the money was being transferred around a bunch of different accounts and like everybody that was buying in the tournament and stuff. So it was just a lot of things they had to follow just to make sure they had all their ducks in a row, to make sure they had enough evidence to arrest these people. They had over $22,000 in entries. So out of that $22,000, they actually paid $9,000 out to the competitors, and there was like almost 500 people who participated in this tournament. I guess it was just a online tournament, so they probably thought if they do it online, they were going to be able to be more sneaky and stuff. Apparently that wasn't the case. But yeah, over almost 500 participants, and over $22,000 were raised basically just from the entries. Now, what's really messed up is that they didn't just tell everybody that they're going to be donating all these proceeds to the charity. They're supposed to donate $13,000 of it, basically. Like I said, $9,000 was paid out. They're supposed to donate $13,000, but they weren't just telling people that. They actually went to this foundation, the Children's Hospital, the Children's Hospital Foundation of Manitoba, and they actually like pitched this to them, and they helped advertise it and help promote it, and they even used the foundation's like logo and name to promote this event, to get sponsorships for the event, and then they just burned them. It's freaking crazy. I don't know why they thought they would be able to get away with this. They just kept it for their own financial gain. They kept the $13,000 for themselves. Unreal. They reached out to this Children's Hospital Foundation, and they were proposing the idea of a COVID-friendly virtual fishing tournament fundraiser, and obviously they were on board, and then they just kept all the freaking money. So after the police did the investigation, they determined that the organizer and co-organizer kept the remaining funds for their own financial gain. So, yeah, they just kept that $13,000 for themselves, thought they were going to get away with it, didn't think anyone was going to ask questions, apparently, or call the police. And, yeah, they were wrong, and they were stupid, and they were terrible people to basically steal from children. Sick children at that. I don't know. I don't think there's anything worse. This one actually affected a lot of people. So there was over, there's 492 participants. So it affects all those people. But then it affects everybody working at the foundation. And then it affects the children that the foundation is supposed to, that the foundation takes care of, because less funding, because of, it's less funds than they thought they were going to be getting. And through promoting the event and stuff, they probably actually used funds and resources because they thought they were going to be getting a return. So yeah, this is like a domino effect. It's pretty disgusting behavior. Comment below, guys, let me know what you think. I've done a lot of these cheater videos, and some of them, are pretty bad, but this here is pretty low. This is pretty freaking low. Just keeping money they were supposed to donate to a charity. I don't know. What's crazy too is a lot of people get in these tournaments, they don't understand, like, you are allowed to allot yourself, like, like a quote unquote salary. So like they could have paid themselves something out of it as long as they put that in like the contract. Even if it was a non-profit that they were doing, there's still ways that they can allot themselves some money. I mean, you just can't freaking take $13,000. You can't just take the money that you were supposed to give away to the charity. It was the whole point of the tournament. And they used the name of the charity to basically, promote and, like I said, get all them sponsorships and stuff like that. And they might even got some sponsorship money. It says just prizes. I'm sure they kept some prizes for themselves. Yeah, I don't know. It's very curious to think like what goes through people's minds like when they think they can get away with this stuff. It's like I'm wondering if they from the get-go knew that they were going to be doing this, or if they just kind of like had all that money sitting around after the tournament and they're just kind of like, hey, why don't we keep this? We can keep this for ourselves. I don't know. Freaking ice fishing too. There's so many ice fishing derbies up in Canada, and like even like the northern United States. I've never fished one. Kind of want to. I was just out ice fishing locally, but the ice is already gone, which makes me freaking sad. But I'm going to be heading to New York in the Adirondacks here in just a couple weeks. Going to get some more ice fishing videos in. Hope you guys are ready for some awesome ice fishing content. We're actually going to be staying on the ice in my 8-man shanty and hopefully catching some giant fish for the ice and producing some amazing freaking content. So I hope you guys are excited for that. But all right, guys, that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please smash the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you next time.